That should be on. Welcome everyone, and happy Halloween. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back, and happy Halloween everybody. Hello, and welcome. This glow stick is basically dead. I had this little sword glow stick we were going to do from Medieval, but since I got really late, and I don't know, it's just been tired today. I don't know, it was a weird day today, and it's been raining. So not a lot of people are probably going to get out where I'm at. But welcome everybody, everyone who is joining tonight, who isn't out trick-or-treating, or just chilling with the family. Welcome back to some more Warhammer. We, tonight, are going to be doing something special because it's Halloween. Checking it. Alright, let's get chat up and running real quick so I can see what's going on. Because I want to see what everybody's saying. Also, anyone... Oh, there it is. Wow, that was fast. Army of Bones. But yes, tonight... Yo, Seeley! Welcome to the chat, bro. Tonight is going to be a very special night because tonight we are not playing Nakai. We are not playing Ikit. Tonight... we play the King of the Sand, Cetra, the Imperishable. Because I haven't really played much of the Tomb Kings, except for a little bit on my own, I figured why not? We should do our own. We're going to do an Eye of the Vortex one, because he is available for that.
I fight for the greater good.
Plus it makes it give him a unique story if I do this. So this bad boy right here is going to be our best friend. A little laggy right there, that made me nervous. But he's going to be our best friend in today's stream. We are going to be starting in a very hard to play place. I'm going to say that right now. We do start quite close to a pair of lizardmen that are super dangerous. Yo, sup James? Welcome, bro. Have you got back early tonight, or you're probably watching on your way back to home? But yeah, welcome everybody. I would normally play Archon the Black here, because he's my favorite, even though he gets killed by Ikit. Like, he's dope. Because he's got vampires and ghouls as well. He would technically fit the Halloween aspect more if we did him. But, no. Not tonight. He's harder. He's also got a lot harder start. Because he starts in the land of assassins, which is like way up here on the coast. I can't remember who's in here with us. I know we have a pirate thing somewhere nearby here, which is why it's a lot harder. And he starts cramped up in a corner. So you're either forced into near, which I think Cetra is over here, right? No, I'm way out over here. He's like over here on this side. Like if you're right here, past the Great Abbey right here, or Araby, and I'm on the right. So we basically are always going to run into each other, and that's what the objective of this playthrough is going to be, rather than necessarily beating it. If we end up keep doing this, since this is going to be a for fun playthrough, our only objective is to kill Archon the Black, the traitor. Because he is considered the traitor to the king himself, aka Cetra here. So, we're going to be going after him, primarily. Hopefully, for our sake, he doesn't get busted right in the beginning of the game and someone just destroys him. So, hopefully not. Alright. Oh yeah, wait. If you don't know how they play, you collect valuable trading goods and combine them with canapic jars to craft magical items and legions of legends. So, if you ever had an Egyptian lore or watched the movie The Mummy, we basically collect organs of things we've taken out and killed, and we put them in these little jars, and we use them to craft magical items and units. And then the dynasties, learn from the dynasties of the past to awaken ancient tomb kings, unlocking new armies and heroes to command. Meaning we can choose what type of Tomb King army we want to go for no matter what. With Cetra himself, we're going to try to stick to Tomb Guard and Chariots, along with this War Sphinx, and I'm going to end up giving him, what is it? I forgot what it's called. I'm actually probably going to end up giving him one of the Hierophants, the big giant walking dudes. And he's going to get a couple of the I don't remember the name of them. They're like Anubis statue looking things. But let's do it. Ardnot, I bought Monster Hunter and Iceborne DLC. Oh my gosh, James, you got the Iceborne DLC before me. How dare you? I'm just kidding.
The sands of time ravage all.
It's very quiet.
Mortals, monuments, even civilizations cannot stand against it. Their remnants lost.
Sup, Ardnot, ran out of candy. The kids cleaned my entire stock. Nice, Raven. Welcome. Yeah, we didn't have any here. It's raining. It's kind of It's kind of like nasty around here. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this playthrough. You don't understand. The Tomb Kings are really hilarious to play with because you don't really have to worry about morale. You don't really have to worry about them dying because they're easy to replace and very cheap. And out of the darkness.
Like time itself, the living are not welcome in Nehekara.
Y'all can't hear that, let me
This
know.
is the
I'll have to
land
change
of the
that
dead,
next time.
Ruled by the Tomb
It does
Kings,
feel a little quiet.
where only the expired may serve.
Yeah, you see all the different areas? The land of the dervishes is where
In
Archon
life,
used to be.
They were tyrants, now cursed with undeath. They crave power more than any living thing,
There's Cetra.
and none more so than Cetra, the imperishable.
I'm gonna go, Ardnot. Sorry, it's a
Eternity
quick
was
drop.
promised.
I'll catch you later
But the
tonight.
Tomb
Gotta
Kings
get back to
awoke
work. Oh, you see you were taking a
unlife,
break. Alright,
no
James, you have a
longer
good one,
dare
man.
to
Thanks
be
for dropping by.
sovereigns. Their kingdoms as decay.
Also, I'm gonna buy Mortal Kombat when I get back. Dang you, James. You're gonna get Mortal Kombat 11 as well? Dang you, James.
Forgotten.
Well, I can't get that, for sure. I wish I could.
A comet.
Also, but thanks for showing up, bro, and
The Black
I'll talk to you when I
Pyramid
get off here
stirs,
later.
But does not win. A vessel of untold power, awaiting a new master.
Yeah, okay. When you see that pyramid, and you see how technological that pyramid is, if it was green, we all know what it would be. I feel like, even though they're not related, like we said a million times,
Seeking
the
clues.
Tomb Kings are basically Necrons.
Discovering an obelisk inscribed with hieroglyphs as old as the desert gods.
It's just for some reason blue instead of green. I guess they did that so they wouldn't get
the 9
suspicious.
books of Nagash, the original tomes of undead lore, authored by the arch-necromancer.
I mean, we do have
Due to
Nagash
the
in this
turbulence of the
lore, but
vortex
still.
across the ocean, not 9, but only
Necron
5
Pyramid are bigger.
books
True.
unread.
But it's like, did you see? Like, that was just a small one, basically. Did you see how technologically advanced it was? It looked like it could fly in space.
Time has seen the
I'm not
books
saying it could,
lost,
just looked like it could.
scattered. Other Tomb Kings will seek them, for all desire the Black Pyramid. Begin the search. Raise your warriors. The legions of Khemri march to war.
I love that scene, just all them skeletons. That'd actually be quite terrifying, because it's hard to kill a skeleton without breaking them to pieces. And more green, that's what I said. They probably made it blue because they didn't want people to be like, this is totally the Necrons, even though it still happened anyways. This is totally the Necrons. Just skelly bone versions. I mean, it's fantasy versus sci-fi, right? They're not really related. But if you were gonna make the Necrons in a fantasy world, this is the best you could do, and this is fine. I love them. They're broken as heck if you know what to do. And that's with most armies in this game. But this one, ooh, this is probably one of the easiest armies to get to know once you've mastered their techniques. Much like the Skaven, but very different. Because they're very aggressive. Because they have no fear. They're skeletons. They're already dead. By the way, these things. I need to get one of these things at least for Cetra. Necrons are older than the Tomb Kings. Technically, but that's because they're not from the same lore. That's why I said that's why that's not technically accurate. But if you were to say fantasy versus sci-fi, these are the Necrons. Just the fantasy cousin, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, this is what the Necrons would be if they were a fantasy reality, instead of a sci-fi one. But yes, you are correct. The Necrons are older than this whole entire planet. But still, I mean, everything about the Tomb Kings is exactly the same as the Necrons. Even their units. There's everything's Scarab-based, Scorpion-based, except for the Sphinxes. The Sphinxes and the Hierophants are Tomb King, seem to be Tomb King only, because that makes sense. Ancient Egyptians had Sphinxes, like giant Sphinx statues and giant statues, human statues of pharaohs and stuff. They didn't come to life and blast you with their eyeballs, but you know, hey, it's a fantasy world. At R9, did you know that in Star Wars there was a battleship bigger than both the starting Star Destroyers and its tractor beams can move planets?
I, Cetra the Imperishable, King of Kings, Lord of the Shifting Sands, eternal ruler of mankind, rest no longer. Mehekara will be restored to greatness. Savage greenskins threaten to raid my lands in the east. They have defiled my temples before.
It's top knot. Why was there top
shall
knot?
ensure their extinction. More godless orcs dwell in the mountains to the south. But a much greater threat squats within my kingdom. The Necrach Brotherhood leech upon my realm. A parasite that must be purged.
Vampires. We have to get them after the orcs.
Are all mere distractions. I hunger for more.
Cetra also has the easiest start.
Power of the Black Pyramid. It stands guarded by a sentinel army, and behind
we will be getting that back.
That can only be unraveled by owning books of Nagash. The books shall be mine, and so will the pyramid. For I am Cetra the Imperishable. I do not serve, I rule.
Yes, Cetra. You do. How to play. Books of Nagash. Within the Black Pyramid, a great power lies dormant. Necron power. Waiting to be unlocked by the bearer of the 9 Books of Nagash. Collect the Books of Nagash and win the battle for the Black Pyramid to achieve the campaign's victory conditions. Which is fine, because we'll be doing that by osmosis while I achieve my other goals if we do keep doing this in the future. Because my main goal personally is to kill Archon the Black, even though technically Iket's supposed to do that. I want to kind of do a rivalry thing. Both the guys who think that they rule the sands coming against each other for the Black Pyramid. We're going to try. So one of our main side goals is destroy Archon. We are not confederating with him. We are going to destroy him. All the rest of the Tomb Kings I'll try to make friends with, except the ones that have the Black Pyramid in their possession. Because since it's a campaign battle anyways, I think it's I think it's destined that you can't do anything with him anyways. Tomb King factions must delve into their past secrets to increase their number of armies or heroes they can field, or enlist the aid of mighty lords from the ancient dynasties. Which is here, right? Yeah. We need canapic jars to be able to buy units. And these are special units, right? Yeah, I think this is the one thing that's weird about them. Their units are crafted. You can also craft weapons, armor, items, talismans, arcane items. I mostly do this because this is where you're going to use a lot of your stuff most of the time, is getting stuff from here. Because this is a good quick induction of stuff. This is the one I use the most. I need to find some of these somewhere. Where's the nearest location? Oh, we already have one, so we're good. Okay, so that's actually perfect for us. So we need to collect any of the 9 books of Nagash.
Green-skinned vermin. They shall be the first to feel my wrath. I shall burn their hovel.
Yeah, it's fine, etc. We are definitely going to do that. Capture, occupy a settlement belonging to the top knots.
The Tomb Kings are venerated throughout the ages. Great power.
I'm aware. Where is... I think it's just trying to show me. Hey, this is stuff. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Why are you flashing? Is there something I can actually build in here? No. Okay. There it is. This is what I want. So dynasties. What do I need? Campaign movement, income from trade, construction, cost for infantry and chariot buildings. That's pretty good right out the gate. And then this one gives, when fighting in desert's territory for, wait, oh no, that's for this lord. That's for that lord. It does increase ambush success chance. That's not really worth it right now. What one do we need the most of? Necrotex, Lich Priests. That's Nekahara warriors. And chariots. We don't really have a lot of those yet. And his thing is more tomb guards. So where's the tomb guards? That's growth and cavalry. So we probably want that one. So we've got Nekahara horsemen. A bone giant. I didn't know we had bone giants. Oh, yeah, right. That's right. There are bone giants. Skeleton archers. Nekahara horsemen. Which one is it? Carry-ons, tomb scorpions. See, this one's for Archon. You get this one for Archon because this, powering up your scorpions really early game and then making your carry-ons really good early game, makes you be able to do a lot of different strategies. It's gotta be this one, right? Yep, tomb guards. And embedded heroes in the Hero Titan. Yep, okay, so it's either this one or it's this one. Casket, Necropolis, Skull Catapult. Nope, that ain't it. Ushabti, the Necro Sphinx, War Sphinx, which is what we have. So he'll need this one too, but right now, he needs this one. That one. I had to figure out which one belongs to who. Each of those belongs to a very specific Tomb King that you gotta get it in a certain order if you want to be more successful. Now, as far as here is concerned, we can technically build these in outer settlement, so I do really actually need to get aggressive. Wait, what is that? Ooh, I can already build chariots. We might want to get at least 2 of those. If we can afford it. See, a lot of this can be built in small settlements, which is what makes the Tomb Kings really easy to play with. Majority of their items, except this one, are built in these. are built in small settlements. Like even all these except these two. Is that what gives us the bone giant? See, I've never actually seen these. I want one of these. We're definitely getting one of those. So what does this do? Income generated. Campaign movement. Ooh. Ooh, but that's growth. Public order. Always go for growth. We'll deal with basic units for right now. And we do need a chariot. Okay, we can get one more. We already have one. That's perfect. Also, they have a limit on their units, and I think the way to make this bigger, its capacity can be, yeah, constructing buildings that make this increase. The Tomb Kings have always been very unusual, but I love them. Let's get some basic swords, people. We need to get this up quick. Alright, let me go back. At Arnott. It was made 1,000 years ago before the Civil War. I thought the Eclipse class Star Destroyer was the biggest. Well, yeah, but there are some other ones. It's I guess what makes it important is it canon? Because some of that the movies don't consider canon, which is sad. But because some of it's a lot better. No offense.
The monuments you build shall grant you the powers you require to sustain your armies. Construct.
Thank you. I'm aware. Construct a building that permits recruitment of more units. Okay, that should have told me that earlier, game. How long do I have for that mission? I can get that done later. Let's get some spearmen, because we're going to need some spearmen. Also, you'll notice they don't cost anything either. The Tomb King characters do not cost anything. It's more based on the buildings you have built, what you can build and what you can't build for these guys. That's what makes them an undead army perfectly, because they can just keep coming with basic units at you until you're dead. Even if you kill most of my units, I can just re-recruit them in one turn.
The land yields great riches.
Well, maybe a couple turns, depending on how many I lost.
Secure access.
Obtain access to iron. Show me... Oh, it won't show me the nearest place. I was going to say show me the nearest place with iron, but we'll find one. Oh, never mind. That's perfect. The top knots have one. So what does the top knots got over here? Because I want to do a fight. Nothing. We could probably win with what we got. Yeah, we've got a Sphinx in freaking Cetra. Let's do it. Slurry for Cetra. Yeah, look at that. Alright, manual fight. Because I want to see, I want to show you all these units. These units are awesome. Tomb Kings is one of my other favorites. I'm not good with them very, very much sometimes. Even though they're really easy to play with. But, yeah. During the catastrophic war in Evan, so destructive, it created 3 or 4 chaos gods and wiped out the godlike beings known as the Old Ones. Ah. Also, welcome everyone. Wait, what? The Tomb Kings? You mean the Necrons created the Chaos Gods or the Tomb Kings? Because technically, well, aren't they not related? Like, for real, technically, but... You know, in my heart they are. This is actually not a good spot because we're in a bottleneck, but won't really matter. Also, I'm gambling that. Cetra doesn't have much magic though, does he? No. Just this one. It is an explosion though. And it's around him. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Cetra's like Lubu. This is gonna be fantastic. See, I usually play as the Poison Queen, the one that does all the poison, which is also really broken. Because all your basic units like these right here all have poison attacks now. We may want to split these two units up. I don't really know where to put Cetra with this one. I guess we'll just guess and put him over here. And he'll go with this group.
King of Henry.
And Spearmen? They're going to be kind of reserved in the back. So they're going to be like what? Ah, dang, I lost the click. So they're going to be like kind of back here. Normally I wouldn't do this. I would let them be ready to take the charge and have the swordsman just charge through them. But in this case we'll be fine. I'll show off the units in a minute. And this bad boy is going directly as soon as my keyboard stops freaking out. It's being weird tonight. My computer is being kind of boo-boo-boo right now, but that's fine. Okay, so. Oh yeah, we have Tomb Guard as well. They're gonna get added to this group. The War Sphinx is also getting added to that group. You're getting your own group. Lock, 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 lock. Alright. Let's grab 1 and 2. Get ready to click this. Start battle. Hold this, click this. And let's move up to here. So it's definitely the right size, more heavily guarded. So I'm going to move my big boy units to right here. Alright, let's look at these units while they march. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Tomb Guards look scary because they look like something from the movie The Mummy, like directly pulled. We'll show this big thing off in a second. But just look at these, look how cool these skeletons look. These are painted red for like, to inspire fear, I'm assuming, or something like that. It's also might be Cetra's colors, because each faction has its own color palette. And then this big bad boy right here, our War Sphinx. This thing is scary. It comes with archer level Tomb Guards, or archer Tomb Guards, and then of course it's a giant stone magic War Sphinx. Alright, we seem to be out of range of the arrow boys. This team is gonna move up to here. We're gonna be ready to go. We're gonna be very tactful with this attack. I want to try to force. The heck was that? What happened right there? I want to try to force the orc's hand so I can charge. Because if they charge this, I can use this unit as cannon fodder. So, you ready? You ready for this? Charge. We're gonna save this replay, by the way. So they're gonna charge. We're gonna grab unit 2. You see how they're reforming? Because my units are charging on that side. I want those archers to turn that way. And now. Now for Cetra's unit to move in. Let's grab... The chariots aren't really going to do us much good in a bottleneck like this. So I'm just going to leave them out of this battle. Yeah, look at that charge into those orcs. It will take a lot of units of skeletons to kill orcs. Because as you can see, look at how badly those units are getting smacked over there. That's the one thing bad about orcs until we start getting our upgrades, which that means I will direct this unit this way. Etc. Charge here. And now we charge in the rest. Charge. Charge. And War Sphinx. Also charge. Halberds. You go this way. I wonder if I can get you to somehow push around. There goes our oh yeah! Now this is where the orcs are gonna have a problem, because this thing's gonna just tear them to pieces. Plus we got old Setra here, so let's see how big this explosion is. Woo! Yes, I like that. I hurt some of my own units, but it's like I said, the way the cheap units work until you upgrade them and get them upgrades in the research and stuff, and also through Cetra's skill tree or whatever, you start to instead just keep rebuying the units, because it's harder to do it the other way. They're gonna run. All right, War Sphinx. You go get these archers. Go get these orc arrow boys. These orc arrow boys need to be taught a lesson. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Did you see that moonwalking animation we got stuck in right there? Oh, he's just galloping through the orcs. The War Sphinx is so scary. Get him. Get him. Oh. Alright. We've got units. Halberds. Charge. Charge here. You. Charge here. Wow, this one orc unit over here is old. This is why you need hero units present. Ooh, what is this? Digest incarnation of cursed blades. Woo! He can make himself wave! Okay, we're doing that. On yourself. Tear them to pieces. And also explode. Of course. Dude! I like Cetra. Cetra fun. Cetra is lots of fun. Let's watch Cetra fight for a second. He's kind of slow because the skeletons are slow, but they take a lot of damage. Ooh! Oh! Oh! Dude! He just picked up that orc on his spear and tossed him! Oh! Oh! Look at our Sphinx standing majestically back there. Nope. Why are you still charging? Y'all really are making some huge mistakes. I'm surprised they haven't, like, given up yet. This is why I love orcs. These orcs are clearly losing. Why are you not attacking this unit? These orcs are clearly losing, but they're still trying to win. They're still trying to survive. They're still trying to get into this war. this point, I don't think we're gonna catch them. Hey, now. We need to get them to waste their ammo so they have to charge us. Stop making me chase you. This is what's the reason. I will say this is kind of annoying that they haven't given up, and yet they're like, "Come on, yeah, get that archer unit, catch him, Phoenix, or catch him, Phoenix. We need to, yeah, there it is. That's all we needed." All right, there we go. Cetra, my sword can slice through your souls. Random Necron Lord, I'm about to end this man's whole career. I mean, that's true, but I mean, like I said, I mean, you can't really compare the two because one's just a really OP, better version. But yes, if he had to meet Trazen, it'd be a bad day. I'm gonna put Lord of the Sand. Lord of the Sand. Lord of the Sand. Boom! Save replay. Nice. Alright, save. In battle. Decisive victory. Of course it was. The Necrons caused so much destruction they created corn. Oh! Wow, so it's the Necrons' fault the demons exist? That's insane. I do kind of like that, though, because they're robots. They're not really obeying to normal biological logic anymore, so they kind of went all insane. So their destruction and their war across the worlds and universe brought the Chaos Gods into being. That's pretty crazy, actually. But that is definitely pretty crazy. I never actually knew that. I learned something new today again about the Necrons. Alright, we definitely want to occupy it because it gives us canopic jars. Along with the fact it's going to complete that mission, giving us
Your
more canopic
occupation
jars.
forces gain control over new lands, my lord. Further conquest in this province will grant you complete dominion over those that exist there.
Do I have a province yet? Not quite. I need Zandri. Where's Zandri? Oh, Zandri's is not occupied. We might want to get that first, just to make sure we have it. So we have the province. Can I force march you? Not right now. So we can get there. We're gonna go with this. That way we can get there next turn. Or at least close to next turn. I'm also going to recruit. Oh yes, there we go. We needed some range. Archers, having a well-balanced army with these guys until you get the upgraded units is actually a pretty good thing. So we're just gonna spam. We're gonna go 3 archers. Yeah, we're gonna go the max 4 archers. We'll take some out every now and then and put them other places. But right now, since it's just Cetra, he's going to benefit from having all of the units in his army right now. So, in return. Alright. And we didn't even have archers in that. That's probably what we needed, because if we had 2 archers running with that sword unit that rushed the orcs, they probably would have beat them on their own. But, oh, okay. That's not what I expected. Ooh, that is not at all what I expected. So now, we need one more of these. We need to get these units. Okay, so I guess now it's time to get... Wait, we can't get that many. Why is it letting me go over the amount? Well, more archers would be better. We already have 4 swordsmen. So get rid of that. Oh no, that's 18 now. Okay. Never mind. We need to have a full stack before they get here. They probably don't have anything worth a darn, but I'm not taking the chance. Also, welcome everybody to tonight's stream of Cetra the Imperishable, the Tomb Kings. Since it's Halloween, and also happy Halloween everybody. Since it's Halloween, I decided it would probably be better to play something Halloween-like. And the only thing I really had was Total War Warhammer 2 because it has vampires, it has skeletons and stuff. So I decided on the skeletons since we've been playing medieval or with Sir Fortescue. So with Gorgazon doesn't have a very big. It's the same thing as the other one, but it does have some Savage Orc biggins this time, which is different than the others. We need to get. And did I just see something that I really like? No, it's basic. So what we need to do is once this is upgraded, we're going to grab the upgraded version of this so we can get some Nekahara warriors immediately. We need these guys though, pretty quickly. This is something I tend to rush when I play Cetra, because he is really powerful once he gets these guys pretty quickly. Nothing will touch us for quite a while. The Necrons. See, I know that part, that they were under control of the Satan, or however you say it, the Satan, that they were under control of them, and then that they rose up and captured them and defeated them and took their powers or something. That's the vagueness I know on that part. But yeah, I do know that happened. Ooh, hero recruited Tomb Prince. A Lich Priest. We do need. What's a Necrotech? Whoa, you're gonna have to tell me what that one is, Raven. What's the difference between a Necrotech and a Lich Priest? Like, what does a Lich Priest do compared to a Necrotech? Obviously, this is some kind of magic user. But I'm not sure what this is. And the old ones. Defeat the Eldar and the Crocs. The strongest version. Oh, hold on. My friend's gone. Let me let him know let me tell him Happy Halloween and also let him know I'm streaming. Hello? Yo, what's up, bro? Happy Halloween. What's up, bro? I'm streaming at the moment. I'm streaming Total War Warhammer 2 right now. I'm doing the Tomb King since it's Halloween, some skeleton people. You're what? Oh, you're doing it for that reason, aren't you? Have you seen what it looks like before you waste your time? You like that? I don't. Because it's nothing like the anime. Ruby does not fly. Ruby does not float. Neither does Blake. Blake doesn't have a mirror.
You need to let him know the power might go out.
Why?
The flash.
Okay, well, not in here it hasn't, but
It's not. It's doing it in Barbara's too.
Okay, well, just in case, let you guys know it is storming here. So if you lose me all of a sudden, it's because the power went out.
Well, it's not storming here, but there were wires down up the street.
Oh no! Just put it back there. I don't know where the candle is.
You can't reach it.
I'll get it. Just put it behind the candle.
How are you gonna get it behind the camera if it goes dark?
I will get it. The candle will light most of this area. Well, but yeah, just let you guys know something must have went down on my power line somewhere down the road. So if they may, I don't know, they may having to turn off the power temporarily for a few minutes. So I don't know. Just to let you guys know, I didn't know that was happening. But yeah, to lightly touch on that, most of what I've seen except Yang and Weiss, and Yang is still a little bit far-fetched for me, Weiss is perfect. Weiss is the only one they got 100% accurate to the anime. That she uses her abilities properly. She looks like Weiss when she fights, as Freya. But Ruby, Blake are the worst. Yang I can deal with. It could be worse. Even though it should have been Ravana. But that's for another stream. Either way, the worst one out of all... Huh? No, but the worst one out of all of them is Ruby. She's not even holding her scythe right. The scythe's not shaped properly. It looks nothing like her scythe from the anime. It doesn't have the gun in it. And she doesn't even use the gun. She hurls the scythe just like Thanatos. Which she does maybe twice during the entire series of the anime. At most. And, she doesn't fly around. She doesn't hover. They're trying to justify something to these characters that doesn't exist. When there were better characters to choose from. She should have been Susanoo. All of Susanoo's moves look like they're straight from Ruby. Except for the tornado itself. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I guessed everyone too, but I wasn't happy about a lot of the guesses. I knew that they were gonna, for some reason, I just knew that they were gonna go with the cheap factor of, oh, Thanatos has a scythe, he's perfect. No, he's not. Just because he has a scythe doesn't mean he's Ruby. It doesn't mean he fights like her in any way whatsoever. She doesn't even wield her scythe with both hands sometimes. Sometimes she one-hands that thing. And he doesn't do that ever. And it's like I said, like Weiss and Yang, I'm fine with, which we will be doing a review of that. The what? Characterizations? Oh yeah, they got the. Well, that's probably where all the money went. For where it feels like I'm not trying to hate, and we'll elaborate more on this on the week during Saturday, but. It feels like all the money was spent on VFGs, aka like special movement animations that you have to activate by pressing a button. Which I don't even know how you do on console anyways. So it's like, does that even benefit me? And it's like, and then on top of that, what was I going for? On top of that, I think all the money was also spent on the voiceovers, because they have their actual voice actors, I think. But I'm thinking to myself, okay, no offense to Hi-Rez or Rooster Teeth, I feel like it would have been better to get people who sound like them for cheaper, and then put all the money into making the characters' looks and combat feel like it's the actual character. Because I can tell you, as someone who's watched the anime more than 12 times, no one who watches the anime hardcore is going to buy this. They are not going to get into Smite. They're going to look at that and see that as, that's butchering my favorite character. Except Weiss. Weiss is the only one who's perfect. I don't know how they pulled it off with her, but she's perfect. I'm going to go with a Necrotech because that sounds cool.
I need more.
Yeah, I'll go for Weiss's and Yang's, because Yang I can deal with, even though she never summons lava rocks. That's not a thing. And people were mad about that one too, because that one I'm less mad about, but that one kind of upsets me only by the pure fact you did have a better option on the table. You weren't forced into Terra. You were just didn't want to have to do any more. It's, once again, it feels like a lot of money went in the two places but nowhere else. Because Weiss got all the attention, but the other three characters feel like they were rushed. Like they were last minute. You know what I mean? Like, because Weiss is beautiful. Perfect. Animation and everything. So. But, I need to get off here so I can see my chat. But, Alright, yeah. Yeah, and yeah. And that's yeah, I'll help you do that later when I get off here, because me and Seeley were probably going to play it anyways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, oh, you're trying to get good with her. I see why. But no, I mean, I understand. For Yang, it's Terra. If you want Terra, you're gonna have to get. I mean, if you want Yang, you're gonna have to get Terra. Said it backwards. I was about to say, if you want Terra, you gotta get Yang. No, but still, I mean, like I said, I'll elaborate more on this on Saturday. But basically, there was a lot of things that just feel like they were just pushed out there. Like the skins for Smite itself that have nothing to do with Ruby that are coming out alongside of it feel like they got more attention than the Ruby skins did. Yeah, but I was at least expecting somewhat decent. It feels like, especially with Ruby, who is hashtag the main character. Even though it is RWBY. Is she still hashtag is the main character? It's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z thing. You still gotta have Ruby. But it's like, but she, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But but she's like one of the most powerful as well, except for Yang. But it's like except for Yang. But still, and that's also why I wish Yang was someone else. But because she would hit harder if she was him instead of that person. But whatever. If they're gonna do this, they definitely need to buff Terra. Because I feel like Terra just doesn't hit hard enough for Yang. I just don't. Animation wise, she looks decent as far as like basic attacks. But the rocks being just fire crystals coming out of nowhere, I'm like, it's from the what before I get off here? I think I know what you're talking about, but Yang doesn't use those. No, she doesn't. Trust me, I've seen the anime 12 times. She does not. She does not. Her only thing is shotgun power, fire fist to a certain extent, which they do have in her basic animation attack. But it's fine. That's okay. But you know, still. But she has never touched those crystals. That's somebody else, which we're not going to elaborate on because they're not even in the game because there's no point. Because that's not they're not a part of the main team. So it's like, why did you give her an ability she doesn't have? But like I said, out of all of them, she's the one I have the least gripe with. My two are Blake and Ruby. My biggest issue is just that they made them float and they didn't even bother giving them walking animations. That probably irks me the most because they yeah, Blake is weird. Blake's is even, and she actually floats higher than Amaterasu because she's shorter, which is weirder. So it's like, I don't know. I really think. What did you say? No, it doesn't have its own lore. I mean, it's just a skin, but here's the thing. There's tier 5 skins that do more conversions than these feel like they're doing. And it's like, what? And then they were trying. I'm not trying to point. I'm not going to say any names or anything, but there was some things said during the patch note stream that shouldn't have been said because that's you trying. No offense, that sounds like you're making an excuse. Because someone was like, "Oh, the community makes it sound easier than it is to make these changes." Because it is. I've went to college for it. Don't try that. That's your job, big guy. It's like, if you're a 3D modeler and a rigger, like, which means you do the rigging and the walking animations and the skeleton inside the 3D model, you need to be able to do that if that's your job. But yeah, that's you don't go and say, hey, no, it's harder than it looks, and then just throw something out there that looks just like a copy and paste painting. She either does more damage, or she runs, or she moves faster. I think defaultly it's the speed mode, but don't quote me on that. I haven't played with her in a while, so I don't remember. But yeah, I think she starts in speed mode defaultly, which that's also another thing that makes it kind of complicated for her UI wise. It's easy to recognize red and yellow from each other. They're very different colors. But black and white are very, like, the way they made it look, the black looks almost hollow. Like it's almost, you can see the ground. It's not a pure dark black with white in the middle. Like the white is pure white with black in the middle. Every now and then you're going to get confused on which one you are on until you get used to it, from what and the guy who I watched, which I'll give him a shout out this weekend too, he's a big guy for Smite, who also live watched the patch notes. He said the same thing. It's really confusing, a lot of these things, and also something that no one's going to like, that Ruby is going to help Thanatos with, because for some reason Hi-Res thought it was a good idea. It doesn't have sound. Also, Sealy wants to know, is the anime good? The anime is good. Sorry, I can't see chat at the moment, but yeah, the anime is definitely good. If you like action animes, it's one of the few original animes. It's still it does have its moments where it's pure anime like things happening, but the fight scenes are dope. It's a good anime. I love it. I love it to death. That's why I was a little bit irked with some of these decisions. And oh yeah, back to the thing I was saying real quick. Her dive from the air, you know how Thanatos comes from the air to execute you? Okay, when he's coming down, he makes a huge, like, screeching noise, almost like a bird. It's like, yeah! The priest was better than the necrotech. Ah, that's my bad. I'll get a priest, don't worry. That was my bad, Raven. That was my bad. Casualty replenishment rate, that would be nice. Or tax rate. I don't really need tax rate. I'll go with this for right now, because we need to heal. But the final thing I will say, yeah, when she comes down, when they showed the animation for the ult for her, she doesn't make a noise. Magic and cause fear. Oh, okay. I'll figure it out. But that does sound better. Sounds like I should have went with the Lich Priest. But yeah, her thing huh? It was just a whooshy noise. It was just whoo. Nobody's gonna know what that is. People are gonna be like, what's that wind noise? Which is somewhat crooked for some reason. It's supposed to be straight. Ooh, cannot be constructed in major settlements. Ooh, skeletal spearmen. Give me. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to cost the same amount a normal battle pass would, and I think that's like 20 bucks if you pay for it. Yeah, which I think is like 20 in the store. Celia asked, "Are we doing Monster Hunter World?" We'll have to see, Celia. Since I mean, it sounds like everybody's just gonna be on Smite, Celia. We might be able to get a full siege squad, and we can practice against the AI a little bit, and then it maybe every now and then go into a PvP or something. Because as long as you got us with you, you should be fine. Especially if we do Joust or Siege. No, don't worry, bro. You got it. Yeah, Arena's more just go with whatever works, because Arena's very fast-paced, and also, it's, since there's no lanes, everyone's just hitting everybody, so it's easy to combo together. So, it's that, yeah. Yeah, I mean that, and like I said, if you're with us, you'll get, we can help you, and you'll start to see some stuff with that, and you'll earn those gems faster in PvP technically. But yeah, my brain. I would say, yeah, I was gonna say, since you like Yang, I'd say go Terra, because like I said, yeah, and see, mine's Ruby and Yang. Yang I'm okay with. Ruby I'm like, why? Like, what have you done?
It is within canopic jars that the remains of the dead are preserved.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, you've seen the anime. I mean, yeah, but if you also think about it and you've seen the anime, no offense to anything, it's pretty substantial when you watch one of those fight scenes that, okay, they're not normal. So, they're probably gods. So it's like, it works. It's fine. It's like, it's fine. Alright, so we've got our province secured. I need to head over here and take these orcs out. Alright, man, I'm gonna get back on my chat and finish and keep playing this. Nah, you good. I mean, you did help me get the Graces up to talk about that, because that's been bugging me ever since I watched that video. I'm like, what? And I'm like, no. I will say okay, this is something I have to give in Hi-Rez's defense. The models themselves do look good. Like, the models for the characters do look pretty nice. Like, they're really detailed and they're pretty good. It's just everything else. I'm like, well, at least with Ruby specifically, I'm like, what is this? Right? I don't know, it just feels weird, I get. Oh my god, it's got 2 armies now. But it just feels weird. I don't know. I guess I'm just... I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like I'm slightly moaning and groaning about it. But I want it to kind of be known that a lot of people in that video were trying to say, we tried to keep it like the anime. No, you... I mean, with Weiss, sure. She's gonna be the easy one because Freya's getting reworked. She's getting put back to 2017 Freya. The Freya that beats you up. They redid Freya. They reworked her a while back. Everyone hated it. So it's been that way for a while, and Smite's finally realized, yeah, we're gonna change it back. Good job. Good to be honest, that's perfect because once again, the animation for fighting with Freya is different in the old model. It looks more fancy, like almost a ballerina is fighting, which works perfectly for someone who just became her skin. And I'm like, well, good job, Weiss. At least your skin worked out. Ruby's over here crying. But, alright, bro. I'll talk to you later. Alright, guys, let me pull chat back up before we figure out what to do with these orky boys. Here we go, we're back. I have Steam too, but I am not in a hurry to see my comments anyways. There we go. I'm back. How can you contact him? Oh, there we go. I'm back, everybody. I can see chat again. That was my bad. Sorry about that. I was just trying to chat it up a little bit. But we're probably gonna help him see leave when we get off. When I get off here, we'll just get on some Smite because James will be on in a little while as well. So, what should we do about our orc boys here? Could switch gears and go kill me some vampires. Where are they? They're way down here though. They're a little bit out of my way. Some of these Tomb Kings I'm just gonna slap in the face anyways. This one looks pretty easy if we go and take Qatar away from him. We'll trap him at Numos. I don't know. That's one army is easier to deal with than two. He's got way more spam of these. What is this? King Nekentobo. I don't know his name. Nukutobo. Nukutobo. Golden idols, so we can produce golden idols. To be able to buy some Nekahara warriors, I think is what it was, right? That's how I get my Nekahara? Yeah! I also need to work on getting the regular Nekahara, which will be here for 4,000. We're gonna need to sack or destroy some things. Let's see if we can lure these orc armies together to us outside of the encampment. Maybe they'll push us thinking they can win. Because it don't look like they have a lot, so. Yo, Bone Singer! Tomb Kings. Help who? Shadow Scar, the guy I was just talking to on the phone. Did you not hear me talking to him? He's like, help who? What's happening? They are recruiting. Oh no. That's I don't know if we can win that though. Maybe with Cetra taking a lot of the damage, I might be able to win that. What do y'all think? Wait. One's moving. They're going for it! They're going for it! Oh, but they're pulling the garrison, aren't they? No, they're not. Really? I guess that is a lot of orc boys. That is a lot of savage orcs. It would require me to do a lot of damage with... Oh, you're a whip infantry. Oh yeah, I definitely shouldn't have went with you. I'm dumb. Now I understand what you are. I shouldn't have done you. This was a mistake. I could probably win this, but we're going to take a lot of casualties. I would like to get him in an ambush, but I don't think that's going to be possible. If we retreat, I wonder if they'll chase us into our territory more. We are fighting on our own turf. We will get the Ubshabti for a little bit. If I can keep these units alive right here, plus this, the rest is basically just expendable. Well, except they're the heroes, but you know what I mean.
Entomb them all.
Yeah. Well, since this is only a temporary episode, let's do it. Told you Lich Priest is better. Yeah, I see the error of... Well, I don't play them that much, so I couldn't remember which one was the one I needed. I made the wrong decision. So now we get to watch a whip guy whip some people. Actually, in this case, whip some orcs. Hopefully. My best bet is to try to kill this first army real quick. But we took a lot of casualties fighting just one small orc army. So I'm a little worried right now. Just saying. Did I bite off more than I could chew? Possibly. But it won't. At least it'll be entertaining. And I will fight to the last man. Literally in this case. Actually, in this case, the last skeleton. We will fight until we are the final skeletons. I kind of want the high ground, so I kind of want to spawn in this corner. It's going to make our formation a little bit more tight-packed, but in this situation, maybe that's a good thing that we stick together, rather than split up too much. I think what we'll do is we'll have the spearmen come from a separate side. But that makes that kind of hard if we do that. Too bad they don't have Vanguard deployment. I put them in this forest. Yeah, let's deploy them over here. I know this is technically not keeping them together totally, but last time I split my swordsmen, and these guys need to stay together. Cetra's going with these guys because these guys are weaker. They need more help. Whip guy is going... I'm just going to call him Whip guy. Whip guy is going with these guys. What does he even look like? I mean, he's pretty cool looking. I don't know what his abilities are or if he's any good at all, but we'll find out, I guess. Considering I went with the wrong one. But he is anti-infantry. And I kind of do need that in this situation. So maybe it was an accidental success. The Tomb Guard, however, are going over here. With Cetra. Because Cetra is going to keep them alive. We're going to split our archers in half. They are getting 2 separate units. We got a skeleton archer over here. And Sphinx. Because the Tomb Guard, these are not straight. Because the Tomb Guard are on this side. Yeah, it's still not straight. That's better. Since the Tomb Guards are on that side with Cetra, we're going to put the Sphinx over here. And the cavalry is going to go in the middle. Because at this point, I'm not sure where to send them yet. So like right there. In that formation. Alright, so let's grab all of these.
Mightiest of kings.
That's going to get locked as a group. Let's grab these 2. Lock them as a group.
Protect.
I'll just add the
Stone Shaper.
let's add you here. And then you guys get your own group. And you guys get your own group. We are going to lock the formation so they'll stay together and do charges. Because these are shock, aren't they? Yeah, that charge bonus is 58. Yep. So these are shock cavalry, basically, because of the chariots. Alright. Are we going to die? Possibly. But hey! We're going to give it a good try. We're going to grab all of that at once. We're going to zoom way out so I can see where I'm going. Start battle. Grab you. What are you doing? Oh, the dang mountains. Really? Wow, the mountain kept me from clicking anything. So let's move up to this point. And let's start getting our boys up there. Chariots are number 5. You guys are going over here, because this is the most open area you can charge from. Besides this one over here, but there's the border of the map is over there. We'll get trapped. Ardna, you can do it. Those orcs are no match for our skelly boys. Our bone daddy sets a major kill quote. Wait, Ardna, there's a title of a vid called the USA that actually has something. Conplan 88888. Yeah, I'm sure they do. It does. Also, be careful of those kind of things, Sealy. Those things are crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, look at all them orcs. We're definitely gonna have to hit at the same time if we want to win this. So Unit 3 and Unit 4 are going to need to reorient.
I have no rival. Legions, forward!
So I want to grab them. We want to control. We want to rotate them like so. This is bad. Are we getting charged over here? We might be. Yeah, archers, fire, fire, fire. Focus on that, focus here. Focus here. Oh man. I'm gonna have to break off and stop these orc charges right here. Yep, there we go. They're gonna get charged, but that's okay. Ow! Okay, charge in, boys. Set up, mix it up with the cavalry because we're having issues over here. Alright, you charge here. Alright, here we go. Impact charges over here, but this is spearmen. So any guys dumb enough to charge these dudes should get wrecked. Okay. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? You guys focus here at this point. Oh no, some of the orcs are getting through. No, 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 no. Catch these guys. You come over here. The cavalry is retreating for the moment. Oh god, this is bad. Alright. Over here, boys. Oh, Ushabti, Ushabti, Ushabti. How do I use it? Oh, over here. My brain's not working. Right here. Oh, there. Yeah, charge them, boys. Oh boy. Where's Cetra at? Cetra is killing the orc boss right now. Alright, in that case, Cetra, you need to imbue yourself with power. So you can do way more damage to him. Ooh, this is bad! The Ushabti are breaking down! My warriors are rallying. Oh crap. Crap. Charge into these guys. Also, why are you not engaging? I might lose this because I'm not being smart about it. Alright, I am making these orcs on this tribe retreat. Come over here. Come over here, big guy. Also, get yourselves out. Get yourselves out. Get yourselves out. We're going to have to do hit and run tactics now. It's going to come down to the Sphinx and a bunch of other units.
Yes.
Attack these units, etc. Okay, etc. Explode! Come on, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Archers, you gotta hold, bros. Oh, they keep getting chased by a hero. Thought you killed him, Cetra. This is bad because I don't have any units to defend Cetra over here. We need to win over here. Like, quickly. We're definitely going to have to replace quite a bit of units after this.
I am undefeatable. Cetra the
Look at Cetra destroying these orcs himself.
My orders enacted.
Alright, we lost another bone unit. Cetra, you need to explode again, buddy.
My orders.
Focus this. Oh god, he's getting hurt pretty bad. It's the archers. Alright, I think we need to bring Sphinx to come kill these. Also, the chariots need to come do this. We need to get our chariots over here and our Sphinx over here to Cetra's position now. Also, you can come over here too now at this point. You as well. Poor Cetra, look at him as holding on his own. Come on, chariot. I need you to get over here. ASAP. I need you to charge into the back of these guys so Cetra doesn't lose his morale. He's losing it right now. Yes! Holy crap! Kill him!
I obey.
Actually, no, never mind. Don't kill him in the battle. Because at this point, we've done what we can. Ooh! Oof. I'm gonna put Immortal Sands. Because we did not die. And Cetra pulled a lot of weight on that one. Immortal Sands. That was a good battle. I love when the battles are like that, man. Oh, man. The Tomb Kings are so much fun. Even when they're completely outnumbered, the chances of them losing are very, very minuscule. They're a lot like the dwarves, but different. But there are zombies, all WZ, weaponized zombies made by the military. Don't believe any of that, Sealy. Trust me, if there were zombies already, we'd already be all dead. Don't believe any of that. That's what you call a real conspiracy theory. Because once again, with how dangerous zombies are, if they were real, we'd all be dead already. They would have already broken out where they would have eaten everybody, including the people who made them. Because that's usually how it goes. Oof, we didn't kill that many units, but they are all wounded.
Put them to work. Rebuild.
I could heal what's left. Just in case we need them. Because here's the ironic thing. Even if they attack us again, if I unite them all in one unit with the Tomb Guard in the front and him, we should still be able to win that. We need to heal. Replenishment. Ooh.
Put them to work. Rebuild the
Canapic jars would be nice, but I need to heal just in case they attack us again. I like how the orcs are probably like, what happened? Yeah, look at that. They're going to do it again. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Thank you, game. And he fully healed. The Tomb Kings are really hard to kill. Wrath of the Creator. Self-target affects allies unit. Also constant. Ooh, armor piercing and melee attack. Stone Shaper. Or armor. No, we need to be able to outlast right now. Our heroes need to be basically, he could also heal. So this guy's basically a healer / melee hybrid. Kind of like a healing assassin. We'll go with that so we can have some tanky abilities. What's our 40% chance? Ain't bad. I wish I had this right now. If I had this, I could go into ambush stance and get him into an ambush. Will they attack me? Probably. They aren't recruiting this turn because they had to march. Yeah. They are healing though. Quite quickly. So what I think I need to do is fall back to here. So I have some more falling back room if they come after me. And we need to go... Wow, we need to get all those swordsmen back. But right now, because we're trying to get defense over anything, let's go spearmen. The spearmen do seem to be better than the swordsmen when it comes to Tomb Kings. Even though they don't have good charging abilities, which I don't think these guys either. Yeah, see, the skeletons aren't meant to charge. So I'm almost thinking we actually don't want a lot of these. We want more of these. Because these hold out longer than these do. By a lot. So yeah. I think we're going to go spear boys. We're still gonna get some swordsmen for that flat melee damage that they do. That's higher, but oh no, the real life zombie fighters will be in a huge disadvantage if the affection is a bite base. Of course it would. But I mean, even then, you know most zombies. A weaponized zombie has to be dangerous somehow. And no offense, a zombie without infectious bite isn't a very good zombie. Oh yes, thank you for coming and getting me in my own territory while getting attrition. I enjoy it. They did get a lot of health back. I don't know if I can win. And I just realized we actually lost our Tomb Guard. shoot. Will he be able to hold? Probably not. That's a lot of orcs. I mean, if I put this in front of him, he might be able to hold. They still have all their archers, though. I think we need to retreat and get the city's help on this one. Let them get attrition, too, unless they run back. Wow. Oh, really? Oh. Yes! And there it is. This is why you don't push this deep. We do have some nasty new warriors, but I think since we've already seen 2 really good battles, we will see these units at some point. Although this does show the carry-on off. What do y'all say? Fight this battle or auto-resolve it? Do you want to see me fight this final battle before we start wrapping it up tonight? Or do you want me to just auto-resolve it to get these orcs out of our territory quicker? Then we can do some more micromanagement a little bit. But with this army together, we should be fine, because Cetra's coming in as reinforcements. I mean, that makes sense you would do that, but once again, Celia, I'm pretty sure none of that's true. There are some things I believe that our government does do and does have, but that's not one of them, because some things just even for them is out of their reach. Because it'll end up going wrong and everything will go bad, and it would have already happened. So auto-resolve or fight the battle. Auto-resolve or fight the battle.
Arise, my legions.
Do y'all want to see some more battles? Or do you want me to auto-resolve it? AI Rebellion is far more realistic. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Auto-resolve. Okay. AI Rebellion is far more realistic. Yeah, because this will give us time to watch our replays as well. This I am taking the Canapic Jars this time. Alright, so both armies are completely down now. So now the orcs are open for conquering now. We did what we needed to do.
The artisans of the mortuary cult stand.
Thank you, I'm aware. Mortuary, built the mortuary can. We gotta get the mortuary cult up and running. Yeah. Soon we'll get Nekahara warriors. And things will be brilliant. Unit capacity +4 for archers, so I could get more archers. Nekahara warriors. So every time I build one of these, I can get more Nekahara warriors. And then Tomb Kings. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to build a couple of these. What should we do for right now, though? This one can stay here for right now, because this will give us our chariots. And eventually the Screaming Skull Catapult. Which is hilarious. Wait till you see that thing. Let's see. That does give me a ton of movement speed. Untainted. Gives me a carry-on. These can be built in smaller places, so I think I'm gonna actually build... Yeah, because it would be more important to have the important military copy buildings to give us more unit capacity inside the facility. So, we'll do... I said facility, LOL. SCP! We'll do this for more income generated. Alright, we can give him a steed, which I'm not doing. What is this? Public order. Income from sacking is increased by a lot. Physical resistance. Ooh. Yes, returned in madness. I want him to be able to basically take on several units at once. Is my goal. Let's start building that army back up. Well, somebody can genetically create mushroom-sized spores that will infect healthy people, aka clickers. That's why they banned biological weapons. That's true, but I mean, it wasn't exactly why. Biological weaponry got banned for a completely different reason. But that is something similar to a biological weapon, which is also, so is zombies. So that's why also, like I said, biological weapons are just too dangerous. Like, a society using them will just end up destroying themselves. But look how quick we get our units back. Like, we're almost back up to full strength again. In like 2 turns, we were like way over half, and the orcs had to really fight for what they lost.
The next level.
Let's go over here and do it. Look at that. Already got an army back. So now I want Wrath of the Creator. Can't he also heal my, Yeah! So this is also why it's somewhat good to have him. He will help your constructs. Like my big Sphinx. That's what he is, right? He's like an engineer. He'll repair him. So he'll keep him alive the entire time. I actually like that, even though I wasn't what I intended. That is definitely not what I intended. If humanity was smart, they won't make a computer who will outsmart us in the future. Well, I mean, making sentient life, as far as AI and that, if it's in the right hands, sure. Creating new life is cool. But not in the hands of a military organization, aka a government, that still believes in being the strongest in the world and stuff like that. Because no matter how we try to paint ourselves, we're still very much in that stage where we think power rules all.
Heroes of the
So that kind of thing is why it would end up
decided to
backfiring on us.
Once.
Like hardcore. Wisdom of the 4th Dynasty. Completed. Dang. I got a ton of stuff completed. Look how many canapic jars I have now. That's actually good. Because now I can, Oh, I need 200. No, I can't. I need 1 more. I can get some carry-ons, though. I'd rather have the Nekahara Warriors, to be honest. Let's attack Gorgons on here. What?! This is something I don't understand about the auto-resolve. How, game? Sure, he's got a lot of archers, but is it just this? Is it just the amount of cavalry he has? Okay. That may have to wait till next time. Because we may need those carry-on to balance it out. Huh. That is, not okay. How was those cavalry winning with all these spearmen? I ask you, game. Well, we can get Nekahara warriors this way. Oh, in that case. Boop. The flock of Dejaf has been awakened. Then we want to recruit you. And now we're going to go for the last two being Nekahara warriors. We may have to bow out two of these archers. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe one for another spearman. I'm not really sure at this point on what the game is calculating me losing right there. But okay. Sure. So, Tomb Kings and Hero Titans get armor and weapon strength. Tomb Guards. I think what I want to do, because this is for the Hero Titan, and we're going to be getting Tomb Guards very soon, for next time. Because you never really need any of the others. I actually don't even see anything for regular skeletons. Just archers. That was for Nekahara. Is it back here? No, these are special. Necro Sphinx and Shabti. Yeah. Which goes to show you the basic units are meant to die. We're gonna go with this.
Parched desert heat.
And we're gonna end turn, get those Nekahara warriors on board, and then we're gonna try to take that town again. We're gonna see what the auto-resolve says after this. Now that I managed to squeeze out some Nekahara already. Oh, the AI will kill us by all the malware, lol. I don't think that's true either. Most sentient AI knows how to protect itself, just like you or me, or heal itself when it's sick. That could effectively kill AI since it can just hack it. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know about that. Keep in mind, most sentient AI always finds a way to protect itself. Just to make sure it's safe. We can now enact rights. That's another necrotech, but I don't want that. We could get a casket of souls. Ooh. That sounds like it would change the situation. We're gonna do that. And so what we're gonna do here, how do I get it? There it is. Okay, so one of my archers is going bye-bye. We're gonna get this. Boom, and so that just changed the comp entirely. That should easily win, right? What? Okay. We're gonna save this for next time. I'm gonna encircle. We're gonna encircle it and we're gonna save. We're gonna go watch our replays so we can start wrapping it up because it is getting late. And we're gonna watch our replays. We're gonna have to fight this ourselves. I don't understand quite why, but we're gonna have to fight that ourselves. LOL, I got a trophy. That's a wrap. That was coincidental considering I'm wrapping the game up, you know. Just saying. Alright. We're gonna put Lord of the Sands. Also, if y'all would rather see this playthrough instead of Nakai's, do let me know if you're enjoying the Tomb Kings far better. Because Nakai can be kind of boring, I ain't gonna lie. Because the only thing that's really cool is the fact that he gets giant crocodiles and special units. Other than that, his campaign's kind of eh. It's kind of subpar at best. I hate to say that, but yeah. Like, it's very subpar at best. So, for the next coming up week, do let me know in the comments below or in the chat right now if you would prefer to see, if you prefer to see Tomb Kings over Nakai from now on. If that's so, I'll definitely do that. Because I already am somewhat having more fun with Cetra than I am with Nakai. I think it's more because Cetra is more of a challenge because I actually have to fight a lot of the battles myself to make sure my skeletons don't just crumble and die. But at the same time, if I will do whichever, is what I'm saying. So if y'all still rather see more Nakai, and you want to see me finish trying to guard the fort, unite the Forest Guardians together and all the old ones, according to the fantasy anyways, then let me know. Okay, and the best possible outcome, 30% survive. How much PTSD will they have? All of it. If we're talking about zombies still, all of it. Or plant life. If we're talking about it, no matter what, if it's some type of virus type deal, like zombies, blah, 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 it's gonna be all of dramaticness. Maximer. Exactly what Sealy said. The maximumer. No, but so what do y'all think? Bone Singer, Raven, everyone, if you're, I know Bone Singer's still here. Raven, everyone who's here, which would you rather see with Ikit Claw next week? Would you rather see Nakai the Wanderer some more? Or do you want me to switch it over to Cetra the Imperishable? So that way I know where to go from here after tonight. Because tonight was just more of Cetra because it's Halloween. And I was only doing it because it is Halloween. But, if y'all are enjoying his playthrough a lot more, then I'll just do his. He is a lot of fun to play with. He reminds me a lot of playing of Tyrion. A lot like playing Tyrion. Raven yelled Cetra. Okay, well, I mean, that's one for Cetra. What about you, Bone Singer? Would you rather see Cetra or Nakai? Also, you too, Sealy. Cetra or Nakai? So we know Raven wants Cetra. He wants me to continue the Cetra playthrough. Same, so Cetra. Alright, well that's 2 for Cetra. I'm pretty sure, I mean, at this point, you'll be outnumbered, Bone Singer. Sorry. Even if you said Nakai, it'd be 2-1 at this point. And even if I wanted to technically still do Nakai, I don't count as a vote. So, because I'm the one doing it, and I want you guys to enjoy the video as well. And I'll enjoy either. So, yeah. Alright, so I guess we're replacing Nakai with Cetra. I'm kind of okay with that, because the Nakai playthrough went down the tubes a little bit. What I may end up doing is starting over Nakai off camera while we do Cetra's series during this next month. While we do Cetra's series, I'll probably go back and redo Nakai's playthrough from the start. Now that I understand how it works, I can go around sacking settlements to get the money I need, and then start creating the Great Defenders wherever possible. Considering he doesn't need to camp anywhere. Because I did look up tips on how to play with Nakai better, because I was having such a hard time understanding the weirdness that he has, and the way the mechanics work. So I looked up some tips. So basically, from what I've seen, most in the beginning of the game, you almost don't even want to start doing temples until you've at least sacked a couple of places, so you can get a lot of money out of it. Especially the easy places that you can get to without getting destroyed. So that way you can build up your temple for Nakai himself, so he can get better units quicker. Also, this will help you in the long run to build up your units faster, heal them faster, so you can engage units at different points in time a lot more effectively. So, yeah. Or no, how would a post-human machine war affect humanity? One, we would hate technology for quite a while. You don't get in a war with a technological being without being scarred against technology for quite a while. We would become if we won that war and managed to beat the machines, it'd be kind of like Matrix is. Have you ever seen what Zion looks like in the Matrix? It's just enough technology to survive, but everything else is extremely primitive. And that's what usually happens. Because, I mean, you really wouldn't want to make the same mistake. So, it would be the most basic of engineering technology they could think of that benefits humanity, but doesn't give it sentience or any type of independence. If that happened. Usually, though, I'm going to let's say this now. 9 times out of 10, though, the humans don't win. Usually when a sentient robot species is created and they turn on humanity or a biological creature, usually the cybernetic one wins. Just because they can build weapons faster, because they're more oriented towards chaos and just going straight at you. They can regenerate. Reproduce is the wrong word for them, but rebuild faster, where we can't. Like, we have to actually have children. They can just build. Usually in most scenarios, robots instantaneously annihilate humanity in those scenarios. Not always. There are instances where this could be possible to survive and come back. I mean, this is a bad example because it's not. Sometimes I feel like it's not written very well. But Terminator is a semi-example of that. Of humans coming back against a sentient species of robots that almost made them go extinct. But, yeah, well, keep that in mind. Remember what I said, Sealy. Terminator's also kind of badly written. The thing about Ultron I'm going to give you 2 examples of robots that are bad. A bad example of cybernetics. First one is Terminator. Skynet is one of the most, no offense, smartest but dumbest AIs I've seen in a movie ever. Because she makes mistakes an AI shouldn't be making. And second of all, Ultron from the Avengers. Also one of the smartest dumb robots I've ever seen. You are a cybernetic creature who's been given a cybernetic infinite immortal body. And the best you can come up with against the Avengers is I'm going to lift up an entire region and drop it from the sky onto the planet like a meteor? I mean, that kind of works, but that's extremely inefficient for a robot. That's extremely weird for a robot to choose something like that when there's other and better ways for a robot to conquer and destroy a planet. It's like, why? So we will be the Amish if we win. Basically, eventually that's probably what would happen. We would tear down as much technology as we don't need. We would keep what makes our lives easier, because we do remember that. Because there's the one thing we would probably never forget as humans. Some of that technology did make our lives a lot easier, but there was a certain point before the sentience started, and that's when all of it went bad. But keep in mind, there's also scenarios where robots and humans could live together. But this also depends on who makes this first sentient cybernetic being. If it's a military person, chances are it's going to go bad. If it's someone that's just trying to create life and they want to spread the creation and miracle of life to something else, and they raise it almost like it's their own child, that's different. You'll create a different type of species of cybernetics if you do that. You'll create a cybernetic that actually has a heart. Because believe it or not, even if they don't have a physical heart, a cybernetic being can, if it's sentient, because all sentient beings are capable of this, can learn emotions and can use them. It's just most robots choose not to, because once again, it's inefficient. But it all depends on how you raise the robot. Or program it, or raise it. Raise it is a strong word. This only applies to a sentient robot who can think for itself and learn from its environment entirely, and look at it kind of like a child does as they grow, but faster. It can look at a math problem and eventually be like, that's what that means now. Or this color is this color. Or, and, you know, those are the simple things. There's much bigger things that prove sentience. Like hardcore and full-fledged, but... that's funny. After a robot war, me looks at old Nokia. Hello, old friend. Wait a minute. AI can instead kill humanity, but simulate them like the Borg. Well, here's the thing. You mean assimilate them, not simulate them. Technically, if they were like the Borg, they wouldn't kill us. Technically, they would just absorb us. Which, in some fashions, if it's a hive mind consciousness type robot, you are still being killed in your conscious level, because your consciousness is being absorbed into the cybernetic being, and then you're no longer yourself. There's all kinds of different outcomes with robots. Cybernetic beings, that's why they're one of the most dangerous things you could ever mess with, because there's so many outcomes that can come from cybernetics. It's quite terrifying. Working at a farm, looks at my electric chair. It's like, demon. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I said, simple electric, simple engineerings like cars at some point would come back. And like I said, electric wheelchairs wouldn't be taken down. Things like that would stay, because those weren't sentient. Well, at least not at some point. There was a point that those were not sentient. So as long as your thing wasn't sentient before the war, then you should be good. You should be good because it's just an inanimate object again. It's not a sentient cybernetic creature trying to kill you. They can create sense to replace us if they felt bad for humanity. That's true too. But it's still, we'd all be dead. The sense would be their own creation, which would be ironic. But usually that only happens if they started with some kind of heart and emotions. That means someone somewhere taught those machines emotion. If they end up creating sense to replace us for like regret feelings for destroying an entire species after it happened, because when you're in the moment is different than when it's over. This is why war is always hell, and war is always an atrocity and always will be, no matter who's fighting it and who wins it or loses it. It's still an atrocity. So even to a cybernetic race, especially if one that somewhat has emotion and they feel that regret, that's when you'll see a cybernetic species create synths or synthetics that are biological, or another word for synthetics, bioroids. So bioandroids. They're part biological and part synthetic. What if humanity were a person who blows their mind into the AI like Hank Pym did in Ultron? When Ultron killed almost everything. Machine looking at the last human. I'm sorry, little one. Right? I'm sorry, little one. That's sad. Although that one, to be honest, children do tend to spark unusual emotions in other creatures. For all you know, that little one may be the one that will be the first bioroid. It'll just turn the little one into a better version of itself, I guess. This is just hypothetical and hashtag. I believe in the human mind, even though it has problems sometimes. We all have problems, but that's part of being biological. Is making those mistakes and growing from them. It's when you make the mistakes and you keep doing them is when it causes problems. It is possible for a human mind to fight an AI mind. It is, yes. On the mind level, here's the cool thing about humans. When it comes to mentality, they may not look it sometimes, depending on who you're using as an example. That is probably the only thing we have over the machines. And I'm not talking about mathematics either, by the way. We're not talking about, like, the mind as in science, or as in mathematics or something like that. We're talking about the mind as in willpower, strength, the ability to keep pushing on no matter what. This is something humans have that a lot of species don't. And this is something that, in movies and in reality, has saved a lot of humans' lives. And that's the ability that when our minds are trying to be taken over, this is why the Force is such a popular thing, I think, among people, because it seems very realistic, because I think subconsciously we know our minds are pretty powerful. We may not be able to move Star Destroyers or throw lightsabers and stuff, but we have like a mediocre version of what the Force is, basically. On like a spiritual level, I guess is the best way to put it. That allows us to have a willpower like no other, that no machine or no nothing will ever overcome. They can destroy us physically, but mentally they would never beat us. Ever. Like ever, 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 ever. Not in that kind of mental battle. Now, if we're talking about mathematics and science, yeah, they'll win that. But we're not. But we're talking about just pure effort, willpower, and the will to live, which machines don't usually have as much because they think they're already superior enough to win anyways, most of the time. So, I mean, in that case, it'd just be a war, and then we still get caught in the middle and killed. I mean, that's still death for humanity, Sealy. That would just be the Flood versus the Forerunners at that point, basically. Because the Forerunners are part cybernetic at this point, I think. So that would basically be the Forerunners versus the Flood. Human after the war, demolishing cities and buildings, towns and farms, and raising horses. Well, once again, I don't think... to be honest, I don't think the cities would be standing anyways. We wouldn't be the ones to demolish them. Unless they were already taken over by the machines during the war. But the ones that were left would have probably been destroyed by the machines as well. Most cities would not make it on day one. So, day zero, or whatever you call it, Daisy, no, like, what is that? What is that word? That term when it's like the first day of an epic of a huge catastrophe in a movie, day zero or whatever. Basically, that day, most of the cities are going if it's a sentient AI, because the AI is going to automatically, because of its programming, its sentience. No, not Judgment Day. That's Terminator. I'm talking about, like, there's like a day zero or 0 day or whatever it's called. It's a terminology for the beginning of something really horrible. A catastrophe level event, basically. Judgment Day's a more, I guess, religious way to put it. That still gets the point across, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the initial, what happens on day zero. The initial attack from the robots would it would take out a lot. Most of our regular military would not have the capability of fighting a true cybernetic army or military, because the cybernetics will not be destroyed or killed by the bullets very easily. Even the explosives will take a while to blow them apart, depending on how thick their armor is and what the robots are building themselves out of, which, once again, because it's a cybernetic being, will be smart enough to scan the planet, find the best material inside the planet, harvest that material, and then use it to build itself. So it'll probably find a metal we don't even know exists yet. Like Gundanium. Gosh forbid. Made underground cities is massive. So that's what we would have to do. It would have to be like Terminator. We would have to go underground. The machines would instantaneously gain air superiority, more than likely, navy superiority. They'd hit us everywhere they know that it would cripple us instantaneously on day zero. So our only hope would be to go underground and do like Zion did in the Matrix, like the people in Terminator did, and hide out in small cities and towns created beneath the ground in subterranean levels. That way we can't be detected by the machines as easy, because the lower down you go into rock, just like with anything, even for a machine, the sensors are going to be harder for it to detect certain things. Or use a genetic virus to target humans. Or that. They could do that too. A real life robot may actually do that. That would probably be more efficient anyways, because it's not going to be affected by it. So all it's got to do is breed a genetic virus properly for the species it wants to get rid of. It is a cybernetic creature. It will easily have the science and mentality of doing this, and it would target whatever. And depending on how severe the robot is, it would either target only us, get rid of all of us, or it may even target all biological life forms and end up trying to turn this world into a machine world, as what it's called. Which is where you take an entire planet and you make it one giant machine. There's examples of this in Destiny and other games, in previous video games, if you want to see what they are. But they're called machine worlds. They're literally, the world itself is a giant machine with billions upon billions of robots on the surface of it. There will biobomb the bunkers when they find the bases. That's true, probably. People make non-sentient machines to dig tunnels under the city structures, where the AI blow up the tunnels, making the entire ground unstable, collapsing the entire city. Maybe, but you do realize how long of an ordeal project that would be, Sealy. By the time that happens, what Bone Singer said they would do to us in half the time. By the time we dig out an entire city, and this is only one city, keep in mind, most of the major cities would have been taken out from the very beginning and probably taken over by the machines. So it's not just one city. We're talking New York City would be a robot city, Los Angeles would be a robot city, Chicago would be a robot city, Atlanta would probably be a robot city. Hell, even maybe Charlotte, because it's in proximity to Atlanta. But, there's so many factors that play into it that there's no real true way to know what we would be able to do to win if it happens. All we can hope is it never happens, and we're smart enough not to do something that dumb. Hopefully. I'm hoping. Because we have nanotechnology now, and trust me, a cybernetic being with nanotechnology is instant world doom within a couple of months. If that. Because nanotech is not to be trifled with. Unless you know what you're doing. We could also hide in the North and South Poles. You do realize they don't care about temperature, right? They're not biological. We'll die in the North or South Poles. They'll just be sitting there like, what are these humans doing? I don't know. Maybe we should just let them freeze. No, they do not do badly in extremely low temperatures. That'd have to be a cheap-ass robot. Excuse my language on that one. That'd have to be a dollar store robot for it to be broken in, especially for it being sentient. It'd have to be buying its parts from the dollar store to be affected by low temperature or even high temperature. Technically, high temperature is probably more effective, so living in volcanoes would probably be a better idea. Because there is one thing that does universally kill machines, and that's overheating. Even with the best of technology, if you get it hot enough, them circuits are gonna melt. We'd be better off making scorpion weapons. Winter models will have better camouflage. That's true too. And I also would not want to fight a robot in the winter, because they're just gonna have white armor, and you're not gonna see those things in the snow. And they'll probably dig into the snow like a trimmer, going through the snow and underground, and come out of nowhere and just whoosh and just get you, just nab you. No, but all right, everybody. I think we should leave it here before we get into a full blown chat, like vlog chat about how robots would be the demise of humanity. That's for another time. And use snipers. Yep. Yep. Built into their arms too, nonetheless. Or even their heads. Who knows? Whatever's quicker. It's like, alright, now we'll talk about this in the party. Okay. Alright, Sealy. We'll also probably talk about, this is a subject I would like to talk about in the future just for the heck of it. Also, maybe the ways to raise awareness a little bit, because sometimes I do get worried a little bit that we are pushing towards a little bit too much AI a little too quickly with being such a young species, which usually leads to those situations. So, yeah, but anyways, we'll talk about this another time, but thank you, Bone Singer, for joining. Also, tell Raven, whatever he's doing, that hope he's, doing it well. No, I'm just kidding. You get the reference? But anyways, point being, everybody, thank you for joining. We will be doing Cetra from now on next week. Instead of Nakai the Wanderer, it's going to be Ikit Claw and Cetra during the week from now on. So, the Lord of the Sands and the Master and the Mad Science Rat will soon conquer their worlds equally. Machines will have space bases. He's passing out candy. Oh! They're still coming. Dang, I thought y'all didn't have no candy left. Y'all must have got more. But yeah, nice. Well, tell him I hope y'all have a good, happy Halloween, Bone Singer. You, Warlock, Raven, everybody who joined the party as well. Sealy. Also, shout out to James Army West 9. And happy Halloween to him, too. Be Solid. Gaming Prime, if y'all don't see this video till later. Thank you guys for always being there, too, guys. All of my buddies out there. All you guys in the chat. Just everybody. Thank you so much. And happy Halloween. I hope you enjoyed our little Cetra the Imperishable playthrough for Halloween. I can't wait to do more of it next week. It's going to be good. I ain't gonna lie, I am already having more fun with him than I did with Nakai. So I'm gonna enjoy his just as much as I am Ikit's probably. So I hope you all had an awesome one. And until next time, LOL, that might work. Release all the aliens. Release the aliens! No, but still, though. Until next time, everybody, I hope you all have an awesome one. And I will see you all Saturday, because tomorrow's Friday, and it's my day off, and I'm going out with the family, as always. So, I will see you all Saturday. Saturday will be a big day. Not big, but bigger. Big, not as big as last Saturday, but big. We will be doing Smite to do a review and a discussion about some certain skins. And we will also be playing Monster Hunter World will also be Saturday. I want to give that a shout out. We're going back to Monster Hunter. I'm going to be finishing the main campaign. We're going to try to get as many of the elders done this Saturday as possible with the help of Sealy and hopefully Gaming Prime if he's available. We'll have to see what's going on, but yeah, we're going to be doing Monster Hunter again this Saturday because I've been slacking because y'all know I had lost my cat and I modeled my Palico in Monster Hunter after him, so yeah. We're going to be going back to that this Saturday as well. Sunday is going to be normal, probably World of Warships. Actually, no. Sunday is probably only going to be two things. Sunday is going to be either World of Warships or Star Wars, depending on what everyone would rather do more. Maybe some Minecraft. And the vlog will also be on Sunday instead of Saturday, so I have enough room on Saturday for Monster Hunter. So, the vlog is going to be on Sunday this weekend. It's not going to be a very big one. We're just going to be chilling. We might do a second official elaboration on something, on the thing from Smite, but we'll have to see. But, alright everybody, until next time, peace and love. And I love you all, as always. If you had fun watching Cetra the Imperishable not perish and kill everything by himself, then step on that toes up button for the Lord of the Sands And I will see you all Saturday. Peace and love, everybody. Bye.